Welcome to the journey. Here we go. Dad's driving right now. Mom's in the back seat. Hi, hello.
Hi.
We are leaving the apartment for the last time. Just dropped our keys off. Gave our landlord a forwarding address. So we're gonna hit the highway. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale. We have landed. I feel sick. This is Catherine. I slept for most of the flight until 11, so a half hour before we landed, and then I started to feel really sick. So then I just sat there and breathed. And there was a dog sitting in front of me, and the nice guy who owned the dog let me pet the dog before we took off, so that was fantastic. 10 out of 10 would recommend to a friend. Now we're just waiting at baggage claim to pick up our bags, and then we're gonna get our car, and we're gonna go to the hotel. We got a Jeep.
We did.
It is gigantic. It's awesome, but it's gigantic, and it is hot. I wear long pants like an idiot, so I am sweating, and my face is red because it's hot. But good news, we found a Slevin, which means that when I need to get steps in, we can go and get Slurpees, which is fantastic, and I'm very excited. So Mom and Dad are going to check in right now, and we're sitting in the car. Look at this door. It opened all of the way! All of the way! So good news, we found a 7-Eleven. It's down the little back road from where we're staying. So we just went and got Slurpees, which is, delicious. It's 100 degrees. Well, it feels like 100 degrees. It's 90, 95 degrees, and it's humid. So we changed into shorts and flip-flops. So we look very vacation-y right now. We saw a very good dog as we were on our way to 7-Eleven, which was very exciting. Tomorrow we're going grocery shopping, and we're going to figure out how to get to the surgery center so that on Monday, when we go for my pre-op appointment, we're not going to get lost. So today is our first full day in Florida. We went grocery shopping to pick up all of the things that we're going to need because we're going to be here for 2 weeks. And now we're going bowling. So it is Monday morning. We are outside of the office for my pre-op appointment. I am getting nervous. I know this is not a big deal, but I'm starting to get nervous about it. We got a step stool so I can get into the car now, which is nice. I don't have to hobble around like a toddler climbing onto a couch, which is kind of nice. It is really hot, and I made the brilliant decision to wear a long sleeve shirt today. So, I am suffering. My appointment's at 11:30, so we're about, we are 11 minutes away from it. So obviously we're early. We got to the plaza really early, so we went into Publix to pick up a couple things that we forgot to pick up. So, here we are. Tomorrow's a big day. It's very exciting. I'm very nervous. Look who showed up!
Me, I showed up.
It's Becca. It's Becca. So we just got out of the post-op appointment 3 hours later. It's 2:15. Our appointment was at 11:30. We didn't get seen until 1:30. It took me 40 minutes to fill out the paperwork. But my surgery's at 11:30 tomorrow morning. I have to be there at 9:30. And I can't eat anything after midnight, so that's fun. Surgery day. Everybody else went to go get breakfast because I can't eat anything. It's 8:30 right now. We're gonna leave here at 9. My surgery is at 11:30. I'm very excited, but I'm also kind of scared. I have this patch behind my ear to help with nausea, which he told me to put on before the surgery and before any of the medication that would cause me nausea, just to try and get ahead of the game. We went to Publix to pick up the prescriptions yesterday, and we went to Whole Foods to pick up the supplements, and then so I could get some vegetarian stuff. And now we're just gonna hang out. I'm only allowed to bring one person with me to the surgery center, but I think it's gonna end up being both mom and dad, because dad's the one who drives the rental car and mom's the medical professional. So Becca and Catherine are gonna stay here and hang out, and then they're gonna meet me when I get out, I guess. I don't entirely know. Yesterday we also went to Home Depot, and I got a step stool so I can get into the car, because I didn't realize how tall the car is. But now I have a step stool that will go into it, and I can use it to get into the bed as well, which is good because I'm small. I'm very excited, but I'm also kind of nervous. It's something that I've been waiting for a really long time, and I just want it to go well, I guess. It's scary. I've never had surgery before. I've never been under general anesthesia for anything. And I've heard weird things about it, so it's nerve-wracking. But I think I'm doing okay. Today is Wednesday? Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I am post-op. I'm hunched over. My chiropractor's gonna love me for that. So far I haven't really felt terrible. I'm sore, definitely. And it hurts mostly where the drains are coming out of my arms, but other than that, I'm okay. My throat is really sore, which they told me was going to happen because of the breathing tube. But other than that, I felt pretty okay. I haven't felt nauseous, which is really nice. Definitely thought that was going to happen. So right now we're just hanging out, and I'm wearing Catherine's compression socks. They are a fantastic color, so obviously they go with my outfit beautifully. I can't do a whole lot of moving, but I'm able to like get myself out of a chair, and I can lean over to drink my Powerade, which is good. Oh, my face is bright red. That's fun. Today's our day to just hang out in the apartment, get me used to hobbling. I already took a short walk down the hallway, and then back. Mom and Catherine right now are out getting breakfast, and then they'll come back and I can have some breakfast. So what I remember of yesterday is that we were hanging out, and an hour after the patient before me was going in, I got some painkillers, and then I guess right before I went in, they gave me something to help me relax. But the only thing I remember is the anesthesiologist coming over and saying, okay, we're going to give you this thing to help you relax. And I said, okay. And apparently I told Rebecca, because she was sitting next to me, that she had 4 eyes, 4 mouths, but only 1 nose. And then the next thing I remember, because I have no memory of that, the next thing I remember is waking up and like banging on the side of my bed with my hand. And the nurse came over after like 5 minutes to ask me if I was trying to get her attention. I said, a little bit. And then I asked where my family was, and she said that they were outside and they were gonna come in. And I didn't feel it when she took my IV out, which was kind of nice because I felt it when they put it in, and every time I moved, I felt it. But I think, and then she helped me into the car and like buckled me up and everything with the pillow in front of me. And then we just came home, and it was like, I think I got up at 20 after 4. And then my family came in at like 5 o'clock. We left at like 5:20, 5:30-ish, and got back here just before 6 o'clock. And then I slept until like 8 when I took one of the antibiotics and one of the pain pills. And then Dad started reading The Wee Free Men, and I think I got like 10 pages into it before I fell asleep, but they finished the chapter. And then it was just I just slept, and I got up every couple hours just to like wiggle a little. I slept sitting up, sort of. Like my legs were up, but otherwise the rest of me was sitting up, and I don't usually sleep that way, but I was out, and it was very nice. And so today, so far, we've gone on 2 walks down to the end of the hall and back, and Catherine picked me up some breakfast, which was like a veggie crumble with cheese and lots of fruit, which is always good because I love fruit. And now we're just going to hang out all day, and I'm going to periodically take deep breaths and hope for the best. Today's Wednesday. Today's my first full day post-op. Right now I'm sitting next to the pool while Mom and Becca swim, and Catherine just has her feet in the water. I'm pretty sore. Mostly I'm just exhausted. And I'd like to go to bed, but I have to stay up for another hour so I can take my last dose of antibiotics for the night, and then I can go to bed. We stayed in the apartment for most of the day today. I went on a bunch of walks up and down the halls. But not super. Tomorrow we're hoping to get out of the apartment so we can see something other than the 4 walls, but we'll see how that goes. I'm really looking forward to having Taco Bell and like trying to be more normal, I guess. It's just, I want to be able to do more stuff than I can, and it's hard not being able to do stuff on my own. We're driving Becca to the airport. Yay!
On the road
it's so
again.
bouncy.
I can't wait to get on the road again.
So perfect. So Becca leaves today. Her plane leaves at like 12:50-ish.
48.
12:48 to be exact. And otherwise we're just gonna, I think we're just hanging out today. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Still haven't seen an alligator. Working on it, don't worry. Working on it. So, we had a very good time. We've had a lot of fun. We've gone swimming a couple times. Tried to sit by a fire pit, except the fire pit wouldn't light, so we ended up just sitting around a bunch of lava rocks. Very anticlimactic. Otherwise, I've just been taking a whole lot of naps, which is weird for me, because I do not nap. I don't nap well. So I'm just tired a lot. Pain-wise, I'm feeling okay today. It hurts more today than it has previously, because it feels a little bit like the drains are getting pulled. I know that they're not. It's just that's the way it is. Yeah, Becca's gonna be my post-op doctor. She's gonna rip them right out, send me on my way.
I'll give you a lollipop.
Oh, nice. Can I get a sticker too?
Yeah.
Nice. Sticker and a lollipop. Guess who's winning this? It's me. So just 3 more nights, and then I get the bandages off and I get the drains out. So it's Monday morning at 10:30. I'm very excited, because then I can start taking deep breaths again. Because, you know, ace bandage is very difficult to breathe with. So today we did our longest walk yet. We went from the apartment to 7-Eleven. I'm sore, but overall I think we're doing okay. We've seen like 3 lizards today, which is, you know, A+ prime. I got a Slurpee. It's nice and cold. So far, recovery hasn't been as terrible as I thought. I'm very sleepy a lot of the time. So I'm basically just catching up on all the sleep I haven't gotten over the past few years. I have to remind myself to like relax my shoulders, because otherwise they're up by my ears. And so far the only thing that's been like weird or uncomfortable is that my left arm is having issues. So A couple of days ago, I woke up and my left hand was all swollen. And we think it's just from the position that it was in. But now it just feels tight. So I'm trying to do a little bit of physical therapy on it. So just like doing basic lifting and stretching of that arm. Catherine washed my hair today, so I look a little bit more respectable. I have to try and take a bath later. I feel like a 4-year-old because I was just like, I don't want to take a bath. It sounds terrible. But only 2 more sleeps, and then we get these bandages off. We're very excited. I'm trying not to step in a puddle. We are very excited because just 2 more sleeps, and then we get to see what I look like. So we're very excited. Catherine, how are you feeling about this?
It's hot.
It is very hot.
The air is like thick.
Yeah, it rained earlier today. While we were watching
It didn't help.
one of the football matches, it just made the air wet, which is not comfortable for anybody. But right now it's not that hot and it's not really all that humid. It's actually kind of pleasant, but you can definitely tell that it's going to rain again soon. And I imagine that what's going to happen is as soon as it rains again, it's just going to be hot and sticky and wet all over again. So we'll be staying inside for most of the time. I'm very excited to get these bandages off and to have a little bit more range of motion. I slept in the bed rather than the couch last night, and that took work to get myself comfortable because it's like squishy to make it comfortable, but makes it impossible to reposition yourself. So that was kind of frustrating. But overall, we're doing all right. I have to remind myself to take deep breaths. So periodically I take deep breaths just to make sure that my lungs don't freak out. Today is Sunday, and we are at the Botanical Garden. It's very pretty. We're in the shade of a weird hut right now, which is kind of nice. Today I am so very itchy. It's ridiculous. It's all the places that I can't actually itch, which is frustrating. So periodically I look like a bear because I'm running up and down the door frame trying to get an itch in. Tomorrow I get all the tape off at like 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is very exciting. And then I can take deep breaths for a couple hours, and then I'll have to put the bandage back on. But that's whatever. Little steps. We keep seeing these little tiny lizards that are very cute. And we just walked through all of the succulent garden. And I'm a sucker for some succulents. Yes, feels so good to be able to scratch. I have to be careful. I'm not going to damage my skin.
Anything to say to the people?
I'm so excited. Now I have to work on my belly. Guess who's new? It's me. It feels so good to be able to scratch again, which I know I have to be careful about, but it just feels so good after having not being able to scratch for a week. Huh. So I have a lot of post-op instructions, a lot of restrictions, which is okay, and I knew that we were going to have them. I'm so very bruised. It looks gnarly, but it looks so good. I'm so happy. So we still have another week here, which is nice because now I get to enjoy for a week. I can't go swimming for 6 weeks, which kind of sucks, but is okay because I know that it's supposed to be that way. Right now we're headed to CVS because we were gonna go to Dairy Queen, but Dairy Queen doesn't open until 1 o'clock, and it's 12:30. So we're just gonna drive around and get some medical supplies for taking care of me. I'm very, very excited and I'm very happy.